Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to start taking a look at another concert, classic concert in the Warning Archives. This one is from Agua Fria, which happened in May of 2018. The very first song is Free Falling. What sets this particular concert apart is it's the first one billed as concert and storytelling by the Warning. Before that, I know they had done the TED Talks, but beyond that, I'm not sure that they've had anything quite like this. This has been requested a few times over the year, and I've been looking at it, and I figure, well, sure, why not? And we'll at least look at several cuts from it over time. So, Adrian, do you have any thoughts on this before we get started?
We're going to see a classic.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of the early classics in this show, and this particular first song is Free Falling, which, as you know, was on the Escape the Mind EP.
Yeah, that was released in 2015, not long after they did the Enter Sandman video and doing the covers, and then they started on the Escape the Mind EP.
Yeah, which was not originally meant for public consumption, for those who don't know that. It was really more of a genre exercise. They were just trying out different things to see where their strengths were and what excited them to play. And they eventually settled on rock and roll. And this song was really the first time they wrote a song together in the rock genre. Probably a good place to start. So I'm going to turn on whatever subtitles there are for English, and we'll just do the best that we can, because I suspect most of it will be in Spanish. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, and we'll work with it. Song number 1, Free Falling. Here we go.
La verdad lo apreciamos mucho. Va a ser un concierto un poco diferente esta noche. Vamos a estar platicándoles un poco sobre el origen de nuestra música y también nuestras experiencias como banda. Bueno, es la primera vez que hacemos un evento como este, así que pues sí, vamos a probar con ustedes a ver cómo nos va. Digo, ahí pedimos disculpas también de antemano si se nos sale tantito inglés, como que mezclamos tantito los dos idiomas. Y sí, preparamos este show con mucho cariño para todos ustedes.
Ella es Ale, mi hermana. Esta es Dani. Esto es Free Falling.
a few thoughts on that, but what did you think, Adrian?
Well, a simple but effective guitar solo, but it rocked.
Yeah, I thought so too. There were a few things about it that I found interesting that I hadn't noticed before. We haven't looked at this song very many times, but I noticed that Ali actually had a backing vocal kind of echoing Danny in verse number 2, which was something I hadn't noticed before. So she's been pretty active even early on these backing vocals. And of course, she had a part in Enter Sandman, so it's not like it's anything new. But I think sometimes people think it's more recent that this is happening, and it's really not. You know, she may be doing it a little bit more now than maybe a few years ago. I also was impressed with the fact that even though this is one of their first songs, maybe their first actually writing together, I don't know, they had a break, and they had a break with a complete stop in it. It's all about dynamics and about making the song, like mixing things up a little bit so it doesn't feel like just the same song all the way through. You know, if you break things up, it gets a lot more interesting. And they were doing that right from the start. So that's pretty amazing. I thought that was good.
Yeah, something else that was pretty cute, I thought. I noticed Danny do a British pronunciation. The line where she goes, "I believe that we had a chance, but it all went away with a single glance."
Oh, did she say glance?
Yeah, glance.
Okay, well, here, let's take a look at the words. And it doesn't surprise me that they would have some British-sounding English, because where they are from, I mean, it could really be either one. It could be American English or British English. In fact, when I went to Europe, everybody was speaking British English, not American English.
Oh, England's right over there.
That's true, but everybody came here from England, too, so...
Yeah, that's true.
So I put my life in your hands. I gave you my trust. I believed every lie that came out of your mouth. I'm getting soaked in my tears, drowning in my fears. I believed that we had a chance, but it all went away with a single glance. Nothing has changed. I'm crashing through space. I'm burning up, and there's nothing that can put out this flame. That's a really interesting line. It kind of reminds me of the space shuttle coming back into the atmosphere, you know, or other types of satellites, you know. You killed my dreams, burned my wings. Now I'm crying and screaming and cursing your calling while I'm free falling. Those are pretty strong and eloquently spoken words.
Yeah.
Dealing with how you feel about something at this time. Of course, they're all quite young at this point, so...
Yeah, it's surprising they can write so sophisticatedly. Is that a word?
Yeah. And again, in English. We just note, you know, their second language, so not bad. They would be between 10 and 15 years old for that writing exercise. Yeah. So not bad at all. Okay, well, cool song. Looks like a good situation. I mean, at least the captions kept us pretty much on pace. We had a clue what they were talking about anyway. If there was anything that you saw that was just an egregious, you know, terrible translation, please retranslate it for us below if you wouldn't mind. In the meantime, we'll plan on continuing with this show for a bit, getting into the next few songs, and then see if we want to jump around or how things are going. So if you have specific requests from the show, let us know. Otherwise, any other suggestions or thoughts you have, please leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. And we'll catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.